In the previous video, I've explained about the daily ops log sheet and also the yearly trend KPI, yearly trend RTI, the KPI dashboard. This is the final video in discussion about this Excel sheet and how this sheet has been prepared. Any doubts or anything can be clarified in this sheet. And after this sheet, we are going for Power BI analysis. So this sheet. Let's let's have a look into it. Like yearly trend data, year wise 2018, 19, 20, 21, and all these years we get some parameters. So what are those parameters? As we have seen in the previous sheet, the total buses, the city ordinary bus, also metro active bus, and the total number of active buses, the diesel buses, petrol bus, hybrid bus, and also some parameters which these are called key performance indicators. And some are not key performance, some are operation indicators, some are mechanical indicators. The performance indicators are something which decide the performance of the whole bus fleet. So based on this KPIs and selective decisions will be taken at the executive level. So how these KPIs, like we have around the deep discussion about each KPI will be discussed during the dashboarding phase because during dashboard, this is the dashboard which I have prepared using this sheet. Here you can see some of the parameters like which need to be discussed about why the prominence of this KPI and some other which are self-explanatory. Suppose here there is no need to explain about the number of buses, the city buses. These are all self-explanatory. So most of these times are self-explanatory, which can be so this will not be discussed. We can understand it, and how we get these parameters. Like we this I've already discussed about how we got the number of bus count and the depot count in the previous video. In this current video, I'm going to discuss about how I got the average kilometer bus per day as 358, and also why the average daily revenue is so like our daily revenue is this much. Why earning per kilometer is 48.34. These are all some of the parameters which I have deduced. So on all the videos, although I've used V, it is only me. I only created the whole sheet and then creating the whole video. This so if I flip it on as V, please consider it as I. So also, average daily earnings and total kilometer operated by day. All these parameters are reduced. These are not directly given. So, how I have reduced this, I am going to discuss this, and with this, the Excel part will be completed and the data sheet part will be completed in this video. So, yearly trend RTA and also the KPIs like one-time performance, earning per kilometer, and this will be discussed during dashboarding phase. So, here you can see the most important sheet for our data analysis is this sheet. So here you can see we number of held buses is 1998. So here the number of APSRT state number of held buses is 1998, and also the number of total number of routes 3538. So the total number of routes is 3538, and also the average daily earnings 1905. So these are some of the operational key parameters I have taken from it. Average kilometer 358, 48.36. So these are some of the parameters. From here, I have deduced it. So here you can see the deduction. So how I got 48.34, like everyone last like average daily earnings by average daily volume of operation. Average daily earnings. What are the average daily earnings? 1905 lakhs. And average daily volume of 39.41 lakhs. So here you got 48.34. Similarly, kilometer per bus per day. Here 358. How we got 358? It is all the similar thing. Average daily volume of operation. This is in lakhs. So I have to multiply in lakhs. The reason is the denominator is not in lakhs. So I have taken it and divided by total number of buses. So total number of buses 10,998. So sorry. Average daily volume of operation. Okay, I mistook it as average daily earnings. So it is C6, 358.33. So similarly, we get earnings per bus per day. So what is earning average daily earning? C3, like I have seen in the previous sheet. Copy, paste, change to C3. Okay, not C4. three only. So let's go it from the start. Average daily volume, average daily earnings. So what is this? Is into minutes. So so like divided by RP versus. So here we got 17,321. So number of passengers per bus per day. The number of passengers transported per day, total number of buses. Number of passengers transported per day is 48.41 lakhs. So this into lakhs. And so divided by total number of buses again. Total number of buses. What is it? So some these in this these are some of the parameters which has been deduced using this, and with this only with the only using these parameters mean remaining all KPIs have been calculated. So it is some parameters are self-explanatory. We don't need to explain in detail. Some parameters need to be explained and their prominence. I'll explain it in during dashboarding phase, and also the comparison. And I have compared each and every value in all the sheets, and every all the sheets have got a similar value 98.4, 97.6. So all the sheets are clear, which means the data set is correct. And also here you can see the dashboarding. Yeah, the total number of measures, like how I wrote this measure and why this measure is important. Here EPKM growth, like earning per kilometer growth percentage, passenger recovery percentage, revenue growth year over year. These are also self-explanatory. If you simply Google it, if you understand the word itself, revenue growth year over is like the growth from 2018 to 2024, how the revenue has grown, and also revenue earning per bus per day, and also fleet age greater than 10 years, the total bus fleet from minusing it from the year of manufacture, we get it. So most of the times the KPIs are also self-explanatory, and we can understand it once we started doing it. Instead of learning the formula, and instead of learning the theory exact what is it and exact statement or something like we used to learn in school, but when we do it, we can understand. So breakdown rate also, the breakdown rate should be low, because the lesser the breakdown rate should be less than 2% or 5%. More breakdowns means more discomfort to the passengers. And the tips on time should be high. The percentage should be more than 90%, because it describes the punctuality of the hit. Average route length, which also discussed. So on-time performance, it also describes the punctuality of the ship. And regarding the financial performance, I've scaled down to city bus level, but I'm not clear about this sheet, so I have no data to correlate the performance, because the cost per kilometer is 4120. It is as given in the sheet, so I'm not going deep discussion about this sheet. So that's all for this. In the coming videos, how I'm going to explain how the dashboard has been prepared, and how you can upload the data into this dashboard sheet, and how this and the total what are the different pages in this sheet, and in order to identify one of the parameter which sheet we can migrate, and how we can go, and how the migration can be done, and how I have uploaded this into the Power BI service so that everyone can view this link and change the parameters, and you can have a glimpse of it, like how what are the parameters I have given. See, bus master, daily ops log, bus stop coordinates, KPI dashboard. All these are from the sheet only. So that's why I did not change any parameter in the original sheet. So uploading of all these sheets and uploading of all these sheets and dashboarding of the sheets will be explained successfully in the coming videos. Thank you.